Getting stuck while you're filming is such a demotivation. I know you are here because you are stuck too while you're filming. It can be camera angles, lighting, camera lenses, or maybe audio quality. Even I have faced these problems when I started my filmmaking, and so I made little hacks that help me out. And so I'm gonna tell you how to solve these problems even if you are shooting with camera or maybe your phone. So every time I start shooting, I make sure I have written things down, what shots I want to take, sometimes in details and sometimes just the pointers, just to make sure if I didn't miss anything while shooting. This gives me a clear vision as I keep marking the points that I'm done shooting, so there's no leftovers. So always make sure you have written down the shots that you want to shoot, and if possible take a highlighter to mark the B-rolls and the A-rolls so you save the most of the time while shooting. And always shoot and check and vice versa. Now as you are ready writing all your shots, before setting your camera, set your lighting first. A basic lighting setup looks like 3 points lighting: a key light, a shadow light, and a background light. But wait, I know you have just started to filmmaking and you don't have 3 different lights to fulfill this setup. Here's the hack. You should at least have one light in your setup to make it look cinematic, and that's the key light. And always make sure the color you're wearing is against the background, and keep your camera at the shadow side. And that's how you get a single light cinematic frame. If you're shooting in daylight and you have an RGB light with you, try to lit your face with natural light and use the RGB light for background. It can separate you from the background and the frame could look way more cinematic. So now you can save your setup from looking this to this with just single light. So we are done with our lighting, and the main thing comes on, the camera angle. And as we are going with a minimal setup, we have to choose angles that doesn't make audience feel that we have less setup. We'll try more of close-ups and tight shots and B-rolls instead of wide shots. If the first frame of your video is starting with an action, then make sure you take the wide shot first and shot of you looking around, keeping the camera mid-close. And you can take an extreme close-up shots of the eye, your footsteps, or whatever you're doing in the scene. So now there are different types of angle. This is the top angle, where the subject looks weaker in the scene. And now this is the top angle, where the subject looks stronger in the scene. And there are a lot more camera angles dedicated to specific mood of the scene. And if you want to know all about camera angles, just comment camera angles and I'll make my next video explaining every detailed thing on camera angles with examples. To get that cinematic shot, here's one last thing you have to do before hitting the record button: the haze effect. As I don't have a budget to buy a smoke machine, so I use aroma sticks to create smoke. You see, cinematic effects take a little more efforts than you think. The shot without any haze or smoke looked like this. And with that little haze in my room, the shot has become so cinematic and the frame looks super cool. If you are indoors and you want a shot to look cinematic, a little haze would do the job. So now you can finally start recording a video after you have shortlisted your script, set the lighting and camera angles, a little haze for the cinematic effect. But what if you don't have a camera or the correct lens? You can go on for Blackmagic Camera app. It's an app that lets your phone camera shoot at extreme quality with manual or pro settings. You can get options to choose your lenses and fix ISO, shutter speed, white balance. You also get manual focus settings for more cinematic detailed shots. Now that you know how to create a cinematic shot like how I do, go and hit that record button on your phone or a camera. But before that, hit the subscribe button and like button too. And if I have missed on something that you want to know, comment below the topic or visit my channel, maybe you can find something you want. Yeah, attitude में बोला है भाई, full attitude.